directly to a comment by a medieval so our first order of business, we're going to get right down to it, Joseph, is we're going to recite 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 1. Kindly, Joseph.
Okay. Vayehi Ash. Sorry.
That'd be Ish.
Vayehi Ish Echad Min Haramatayim.
Nice.
Sophim
Good.
Mehar.
Don't mind these. Mehar.
Ephraim.
Nice. Continue.
Ushmo. Elkanah Ben
Good.
Yeroham
Beautiful. Continue.
Ben Elihu
Nice.
Ben Tohu Ben Suf
Soup. Good.
Ben Suf Ephrahi
That's a tav, not a chet. Ephrati.
Ephrati.
Wonderful work. Very fluent reading. Very nice. There was a certain man, you're welcome. There was a certain man of Ramatayim Tzofim, of the hill country of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Yeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuf, an Ephraimite. Joseph, do you recall who Elkanah was and who Elkanah birthed?
Yes. Elkanah was working with the priest.
That's very likely. And Elkanah's son was Shmuel, was Samuel, one of the early prophets.
Yes.
And the guy that chose David, identified David as the first king of Israel. And this concept of nevuah, or prophecy, or of a prophetic line is built very, very deeply into the verse through the names, specifically the name of Elkanah's father, which in Hebrew is Tzuf. Sadi Vav Fe Sofi Tzuf. What we learn is that the root tzapa that we see down here, tzafa, mean to look, to foresee, evolves into the word sopheh, which means a seer or a prophet. So it's unlikely that it's an accident that the prophet Samuel's dad had the name Tzuf. He probably had that name Tzuf because he was also gifted with prophetic ability. So the opportunity to learn some Hebrew gives us a chance to look up a word like this, even if we don't know anything other than the letters and how to look up words in the dictionary. We're going to discover that Tzuf references prophecy or prophetic status. And it's not something that the average reader of an English translation could glean just because he sees the son of Zuf. So this is one of the reasons why we study Hebrew, is in order to get an insight into the verse that we might not otherwise have. Um, and Rashi, this commentator that I mentioned, further develops this idea of the prophetic lineage that is alluded to and developed in this first verse of the book of Samuel. Before we've even mentioned the prophet Samuel himself, we're already establishing this prophetic line, this lineage of prophets, basically. Um, Elisheva, you and I are going to work together on nice and slow, no hurry, word by word. We're going to go through the Hebrew here of the Rashi. We'll have some fun with it. Let's give it a try, Elisheva.
To read everything. Oui.
We'll go through it together. I think you'll be fine. And I'm going to give you an extra vowel. So
Okay.
how about this first one? Ends with the nun sofit.
Mi haram machaim.
So the first word is just the first three. That's the first word. That's all I'm asking you for, the first word.
Min.
Right, that means from. Good. Then the second word, let's just do it slowly, syllable by syllable.
Haramain.
Close, actually close. You need the tav here. Haramatayim.
Haramataim.
Very nice. Very nice. Haramatayim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the, and I'm going to take some time here. One of the techniques that we're going to work on is this idea of open and closed syllables, which enables us to make pauses and break up the words in a logical way. So we could go ha, ra, ma, ta, yim. But you also have a natural, ra, ma, ta, yim, right? But you also just have a natural, ability to read the words, and you read it beautifully, so it's no problem. How about this one?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sofain.
So
Sofin. 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 Sofin.
there you go. And again, this is where it's helpful. The first open syllable is so, then you can relax, and all you have to do is deal with the second syllable, which again, it will be easy for you once you see it's just a simple combination that you're well qualified to read. So you go so, take a deep breath, theme. Try so.
Sofin.
Yafem ma'od. Yafem ma'od. So theme. So let me take you off the hook. That's some good work right there. From the Ramatayim Sofim. So what does this mean from the Ramatayim Sofim? On one basic level, it seems to be identifying a geographic region, the hills of Sofim. But what is this Sofim alluding to? And that's what Rashi wants us to understand on two levels. So this is what the Hebrew sounds like. You can listen to me. Shtei ramot hayu. There were two high places. Shetzofot v'root zo et zo, that looked and appeared to each other, one to the other. So they were facing one another, just as we see in our picture, these two larger peaks that are facing one another. Shetzofot v'root zo et zo. the Yonatan tir game. So that's the first that's the first usage of tsofim is safa, to look. Tsofot is the plural, the feminine plural. Tsofa is the plural of safa. So tsofim is basically just giving us this idea of two high places, ramatayim, that are looking at one another. So that's sort of, you could say, the basic understanding of the verse. But Rashi continues, our Jewish commentator continues, the Yonatan tir game, but the Aramaic translator of the book of Samuel translates Tsofim differently. He translates it as mitalmidei Niviaya, from the students of the prophets. So, according to the Aramaic translation, this min haramatayim tsofim is alluding to the lineage of Elkanah, that he was from the students of the prophets. And the reason we can do that is because the word sopheh means prophet. So when we see tsofim, it no longer means they look at each other like a verb, but it's tsofim, prophets. And so the secondary understanding of the verse is that we're talking about Elkanah as having a lineage of the students of the prophets. So Joseph, could you possibly summarize what I was trying to share in terms of how we can understand the name Ramatayim Tsofim on two different levels? Was I clear? Did I make the 2 points clearly?
Yes. You said that
So, mhm.
Ramatayim, the name Ramatayim whose other name is Sophim. Sophim
Right,
means prophet.
right.
Yes, and no, sorry.
Okay,
I've confused. Ramadan, certain man of Ramathaim Sophim of the hill country of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of
right.
Jehoram, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Yuf. So it is trying to explain Elkanah as a man of Ramathaim Sophim. Sophim. So
Right.
Sophim is students of something like that.
That's okay. That pretty much encapsulates the second understanding of Ramatayim Sophim. That we're talking about a prophetic lineage that we see through the name Ramatayim Sophim,
Yes.
that Elkanah comes from a prophetic line.
Yes. That's
But
how
on
we could
a
understand it better.
right. But on a simpler level, the word sopheh means to look. And it could just mean that these two high places, these ramatayim, which means high places, are just looking out at one another. So you could understand it simply that they came from a region where the mountains looked out, faced one another. Sophim,
Yes.
zo et zo. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or, right. Uh-huh.
And also the work of a prophet is to foresee, to see the future
Right.
things.
Right. And that's the other point, very well put, is that we see how these shorshim, these roots, for example, tsafa, to look or to foresee, can evolve into this word sopheh, for a prophet. Very good. So that was the bit that I wanted to share in terms of Samuel 1 verse 1. I hope it was helpful. We'll continue to try and glean out some of these secondary meanings from the Hebrew and try and enrich our understanding of the verses. Again, let's welcome Charo, who stuck with us to the very end. Charo, I hope we'll be able to figure out how to unmute so I can begin to give you your letters and give you a chance to recite. Again, thank you all.